One of the more powerful features of Operations Manager is its management pack templates. The template is a set of configuration pages that instructs Operations Manager what monitoring to create based on the built-in knowledge provided by the template author. So the management pack templates allow you to save time whenever you're creating rules, monitors, views, discoveries, and whatnot. In this video, we're going to take a look at configuring OLEDB data source templates, process monitoring, management pack templates, TCP port management pack templates, Unix Linux log file monitoring, and Unix Linux process monitoring templates, the web application availability template, the web application transaction monitoring template, and also the Windows Service Management Pack template. When you open up the authoring pane and then select Management Pack templates, you'll see a list of available templates. Now, we've already spoken in an earlier video. I've covered the .NET Application Performance Monitoring. Now I'm going to just look at the other templates one by one. The OLEDB data source template allows you to monitor an OLEDB compliant data source, and you can choose from a list of OLEDB providers, or you can supply a connection string to monitor the targeted data source. Um, Also, you can configure watcher nodes. Watcher nodes are just other agents that their role is just to send like synthetic transactions to this particular data source and collect data. Now, the objects created in this template are going to be available in the monitoring pane in the synthetic transactions OLEDB data source state view. You use the Process Monitoring Management Pack template to monitor the behavior of processes that should be running on an agent-managed computer, or to monitor the behavior of processes that should not be running on an agent-managed computer. With this template, you can determine how long a process has been running, you can detect whether it's running or not, and you can record the memory and CPU usage of a running process. When you use the option to monitor the CPU or the memory usage for these processes, you can configure an alert if they actually cross a specified threshold. You use the TCP port management pack template to check the availability of a TCP IP port. So this template allows you to monitor for an application listening on a specific port. You can monitor applications like DNS, DHCP, or even a specific website like port 80, port 443. When you're walking through this wizard, you'll just give it a name. Uh, you'll put in the target, either using the IP address or the NetBIOS name of the computer that you wish to monitor. The test button allows you to test the connectivity from the management server. And then as you walk through, you'll also configure the watcher nodes and select which agent managed computer is going to be used to perform the monitoring. You can also specify how frequently the test should be run. Now, by default, the test is run from the watcher node every 2 minutes. The Unix Linux log file monitoring. Now you can use this template to monitor a Unix Linux log file for a specific log entry. So this management pack allows you to detect a specific string of a text entry in a log file, like the syslog folder. You can look for the word error, and if the word error is found in that particular log file, then that could generate an alert to send to the console. The Unix Linux Process Monitoring Management Pack template is used to monitor a process running on a Unix-based or Linux-based computer. Now, just as you had with the Windows Process Monitoring template, this template can be useful when you need to ensure a specific application is running, such as a firewall application. If the process that the application uses is found not to be running, then you can have this template generate an alert in the console. The Web Application Availability Monitoring Management Pack template can be used to monitor the availability of one or more of your web application URLs. And you can run these tests either from an internal location. Let's say if the client was internally, you can test the web application availability, or you can even run it from an external location. You can use a command line to configure the latitude and longitude of the watcher node using the global service monitor. And from there, once you configure that watcher node, then you can get the results of that particular agent monitoring from an external location. So not only will you know the availability internally, you will be able to get test results from an external location. So you can test to see if there is possibly some type of network connectivity issues between your particular URL and that external source. So this is a really good monitor template to use. As you are walking through the wizard, you will configure what to monitor, where to monitor from whenever you're creating your watcher nodes. You can view and validate different tests just to test it as you're walking through, and go back in and configure changes if you need to. You use the Web Application Transaction Monitoring Management Pack template to create detailed web application monitoring using a web recorder for capturing web requests that you could use as part of your application test from a specific geographical location. Now, the Web Application Transaction Monitoring Management Pack template differs from the Web Application Availability Monitoring Management Pack template in that each URL or request can be configured by using its own set of monitoring criteria. So as you step through the wizard and put in the web address, your watcher nodes, when you click on advanced monitoring, that's where you can configure to record a browser session. You can edit the different request properties, and you can even add performance counters for that particular web address. And lastly, you have the Windows Service Management Pack template. You would use the Windows Service Management Pack template to monitor a specific Windows service that's running on an agent-managed computer and the behavior of that particular service. Like for business critical applications that rely on that Windows service, this template can be used to monitor the health and availability of those services and to collect performance metrics. And by collecting these performance metrics, you can actually view resources that's used by the service to help you identify any kind of trends in the application's health. This concludes our topic on using the management pack templates. In our next video, we will look at working with consoles, looking at the operations console, the web console, and the application monitoring consoles